Then it shows
So
a
I don't know.
message.
It's the default app in the Windows, but oh shit, I feel sad that we talked a lot, and I thought it would be recorded, and
We are
it was
recording
like,
again. We are recording again. Okay. Let's hope
Okay,
this
okay.
time it
So,
won't break.
uh,
so yeah.
Sorry, guys.
um,
So
my so for my final speech, I like to say that you guys are wonderful. You guys are wonderful at what you do, and I really hope
what did we
they
do?
will come. Whatever you do, whatever you try, means you always try to introspect things and analyze things, which is a really good sign of intellectual people. I really appreciate that. uh, this time things didn't work out as you guys wanted, but it's life, sometimes it happens. uh, I really hope whatever next idea you come up with, try. You might have learned a lot of things from this project, so you'll apply those learning, and you know maybe sometimes you need a failure early on in your life, and next time you succeed, because failures are necessary. And I really hope for the best for you guys.
Thank you,
Just
Dipanshu.
go for
We
it.
really
Go
appreciate
for
that.
it. Means whatever you want to do, just
Thank you,
go for it.
Thank you, Devanshu. Now
thank you,
you can leave
Dipanshu.
the meeting
Yeah.
and let
And
me and
we
Chad wrap
appreciate
it
your
up.
presence. We
Yes.
appreciate your presence, and we're glad that you were able to see our.
I like to thank you guys for inviting me, choosing me as a you know
As a,
guest,
as
appearer.
a
What?
witness to this
uh,
ceremony.
Hmm. You shall
Uh,
you shall remember from where we came and how what's our journey became and what are the mistakes that we did and how we are at what point we are ending things and why we are doing that. So
Yeah.
yes.
thank you for that, and
Wonderful journey, guys.
yes,
Wonderful
bye
journey.
bye bye
Hope for
Dipanshu.
the best. Love you. Mwah.
Bye, bro.
Bye.
Bye. So, Chad.
So
I feel we can give a quick. अरे bhai, I am getting a call. Should I pick it up or should I? I'll just call her later. Someone call you back
okay,
if I can.
do you
Okay.
want to
I think I
go
think
through that everything briefly?
I think na we can go through the main topics like Kirana Pro. Okay, first, but I saw
Hmm.
the ending was around Kirana Pros, so we can quickly go through what Kirana Pro is doing like in 30 seconds. Then we can go through what Geo is doing. Okay, you can go for Kirana, I
Hmm.
can go for the Geo because I have experience Geo working, and then I'll tell how Geo will kind of fight with
Okay,
others. Okay, we can go through this
okay, okay,
quickly,
okay.
and we'll upload the rest, the second one, on the internet, right?
Hmm. Oh, acha, we can, yeah, I think we
Yeah,
can
yeah, we,
upload
we
it.
will
Okay.
put it on YouTube,
Hmm.
yeah. As a we'll not share this to a lot of people, but we'll put it publicly. Like, it can be seen if you search it.
Wait, I'm also I had this idea. We can do is we do talk, okay, Anna. So I was thinking about it, uh like we do this talk and we can just talk about ideas, criticize ideas, and maybe keep it a bit more crisp than we do because we talk a lot. And then we can just talk about some idea and then just upload it in the internet.
Yeah, yeah, we will. We
And
we
just
can.
and we don't have to
Once a
do
month,
something, we can.
not we won't give it a tight schedule. We'll just whenever we will
Exactly.
go.
And it's also not a schedule. It's more like whenever we're talking, like let's say, oh shit, do you see Kirana Pro, and we can talk about it. And if we have time, we can do this Google Meet and just record it and then upload it. That is, I think that should be it.
Sure, sure. I'll just quickly reply. Okay.
Okay, okay, no problem. Like, just do that.
Okay, I replied. Take care.
Okay.
We can. So what happened right now? We parted ways with the Panchu. We gave him in depth of our experience with buy at Homecast, and now we
Hmm.
lost the recording. So we are just going to give you people a brief of what we talked, and what is our conclusion of all the thinking we have put to this idea?
Okay. Hey, give me a second. And if it changes my name, that should be a good thing. Give me a second.
Chad is back.
Okay. I cannot hear you. Can
Yeah,
you
yeah,
say
I'm
something?
mute. I'm mute. Are you?
Wait. Okay. I can hear you. So yeah, my name has changed. So that should work.
Mhm.
So yeah, let's go briefly over. Let's
मॉम
say
प्लीज मम्मी चुप
first
रहो
thing
तो
is
मीटिंग चल रही है.
Kirana Pro. Anna, we can just talk about it.
Mhm,
Is like what I wanted to say basically is uh, Kirana Pro. ठीक है. So they raised they raised seed funding. ठीक है. They raised seed funding just now, and
mhm,
what they wanted to do is they wanted to operate on the concept of bright models or bright stores. Obviously, they want to connect all the kirana stores and deliver to the customers. It's like quick commerce, but instead of dark store, they're buying stuff from the kirana stores. I don't think so. We need this. Okay, so they are buying kirana from kirana stores. And another thing is their main feature, what they say is how they differentiate is the speech factor. Is like you talk in the app and it will put your things in the cart for yourself. It's like speech text technology. And but one thing they really lack is they don't have like listing feature, they don't have search feature. What if I want to type, what if I can't speak today, what if I don't want to speak, what if I don't know the name of the things that I want to buy? There should have been those features. Maybe they can implement it, but then again, the business model is they want to charge 1 lakh per annum from kirana stores, or maybe 20 rupees per lead. I don't know what do they mean by lead, so I'll comment on 1 lakh per annum for per store, because I don't think so kirana stores most of the kirana stores will be able to pay 1 lakh per annum just for using their platform.
mhm,
That will only happen if the customers they bring contribute more than 1 lakh, maybe 2 lakhs per annum. But they are doing the local delivery things, and in a locality only fixed number of people can live, and only fixed number of people can contribute to the surrounding kirana stores economy. So you cannot extract more than that from each individual in that locality. Maybe 100 200 rupees more because of you giving convenience to them, but you can't extract more than a person can allocate in their surrounding locality. So I think that is where they lack significantly. And what else about the kirana pro? They're heavily betting on ONDC, and they're only operating in one city, and let's see how they goes. If this they end up working and they end up doing pretty well, that would be a good indicator that we should have also pursued our idea. But since
mhm,
the oncoming of Geo, or to our knowledge, when we got to know that Geo is also delivering, they checked all the boxes what we wanted to solve.
mhm,
So how Geo is checking all the boxes,
mhm,
and how they are better than Kirana Pro, and and yes, and obviously Kirana Pro has raised fundings, and we think maybe people have betted that this is a new idea, this is a contrasting idea, and maybe it should work. And if it works, we're gonna make a lot of money. But because we have worked on that idea, we think it might not work. So
yeah,
yeah, why Geo is better than that?
we have given enough time to this idea. We are just we were constantly
Exactly.
brainstorming, asking from multiple people, multiple shopkeepers, talking to multiple personalities around. Like we have talked to multiple different variety of
Mhm.
age groups. We published a Google form. We got some results from it,
Exactly.
and the results were generally that those people whom we asked to fill the Google form will generally prefer sales, like go to deals, They would not like to pay extra, which they have to pay to Blinkit or any other app for delivering stuff to them. Which I agreed, which I understand why they have to pay, because a person is coming to your home and delivering stuff to you while you sit at your place in your blanket and use Blinkit. But how Reliance is different is that they have multiple smart points. They have multiple smart points in every locality. In every few kilometers, there is a smart point, which gives them enough footfall. Your phone is ringing, is that okay? Can you mute it? I just okay, it's closed. Okay, which gives them enough footfall for their departmental store to work on its own. So what they are doing by delivering stuff to our places, it's just an add-on. It doesn't cost them a lot because they already have staff members. They already have electric scooters, which means they have no cost to petrol, right? It's a win-win for them. They have supply chain built in. They are one of the biggest companies in India, so they can go directly talk to all these brands and make a deal which will suit both of them, which we, as a small brand which we are trying to grow, cannot. We cannot go to Parley or ITC and ask them to give their stuff in subsequent cut, because will sell them in our stores. Because first of all, we didn't had any stores. We were using these local kirana stores as our nodes, like as a decentralized network of nodes. So if you order something, a query will run and it will check through all the databases of these stores, and wherever the stuff is, you'll get informed that it is here. So you want to buy it, you can buy it, go there and buy it. Or if you want it get delivered at your home, you'll get it delivered at your home, which will cost a bit more, right? What This is what we are doing, and Reliance is not doing that. Has already everything sorted, and they'll just deliver it to your home. They, it's like they don't have to pay any additional cost while they are getting stuff at a cheaper rate than all other competitors. What Zepto do? Zepto just burn money. They provide abysmal amounts of deals, like which equates to you getting something worth of 150 200 in just 10 20 rupees. I don't know how that functions. I don't know how that works, but they do that. I feel that Reliance sooner or later will beat all of them in this and will have a monopoly. I'm sorry for the background noises, because Zapto is running on a very limited resources. I'm not even talking about Kirana Point, Kirana Pro, whatever that is, because they are very small company. Like they don't even have a lot of reviews in their app. Like it was 13 reviews. I can create an app and get more reviews than that if I want right now. I'm talking about how Reliance will beat the biggies. What we wanted to do was we wanted to serve the shopkeepers as well as the customers. But the way to shopkeepers goes through customers, right? Because if there is no customer, there is no point of having shopkeepers, because whom they are selling, there is if there are no customers to buy stuff from them. And Reliance is solving everything for the customer. And once customer pivots to their stores, we cannot help shopkeepers anymore. So that is why
So
we are
yeah,
backing off from all this. That's why we are setting
exactly.
ourselves free
And
from the idea of serving both
yes,
of the parties.
that is, yeah. So yeah, and again, like since Kirana Pro and our idea, there that was just a interactive layer or a platform between seller and the customer, while the geomart is just like, that's not just a layer, that's the whole chain from
Hmm.
buying and like the manufacturing. They own everything, or they have advantage in their a whole supply chain. So it's like it's hard to compete with them. And again, what we wanted to do is good for kirana stores, and that is a decentralized supply chain. system as Kirana Pro was mentioned in that article. But
Mhm.
what is like, because it's decentralized, there's lots of moving parts, and it becomes so complex to make it efficient and make it work, and have a protocol and rules and everything in place so that everybody follows, and like the everything, the process goes smoother from the customers to ourselves to our employees, or whatever, everything it goes. You need a lot of protocol, and it becomes lots of it becomes very complex very fast, because there's lots of, maybe one shopkeeper is like, I don't care, I don't want to follow this rule.
Hmm.
What will you do? And another will do that. Maybe a shopkeeper is like, मेरे को बाहर से ठीक मिल रहा है,
Mhm.
मेरे को नहीं, I don't want to comply to your this rule because मेरे को बाहर से अच्छा सेल हो रहा है. What will
Exactly.
you do? They are in, because they're individual and they're not acting as a whole. We are just, we are acting as a glue temporarily ki, okay, cool, let's work together. But Geo is like a whole unit. They're
A
gonna
whole
follow a same
ecosystem.
protocol, and they have a protocol in place, and they're gonna follow that, and we can have a consistent experience. Maybe it's not the best experience, but the experience we'll have is consistent. We'll be used to it. Okay, this is the experience we're gonna get. If it's gonna be 40 minutes, it's gonna be 40 minutes. It's not like
Mhm.
very inconsistent, which we'll have in our system. And to make it consistent, it's very hard, very, and the efforts and the money and the time it will take to make that decentralized kirana systems efficient, and have set protocol and teach them, and the education cycle and the own onboarding and everything and the development, the efforts is not worth it
The thing is, the thing is, you cannot make a
if the
decentralized
geo
system.
system.
The thing
Yeah,
is, you cannot make a decentralized system efficient. How we know this? We know
exactly.
this because we have seen how after the crypto boom, this word decentralized is thrown so lightly everywhere as if this is the way to move. There's a reason why everything got centralized in the first place because it makes everything, every fucking thing more efficient. It makes a sort of hierarchical structure where a single authority governs every other node. But when you make everything decentralized, everything at the same level, it is very hard to put things in control because one
Yeah,
shopkeeper opens his shop at 10 and other open his shop at 11, but your customer wants stuff at 5 morning. You cannot make it happen because every shopkeeper is an individual and it moves by his own rules. That is why they are a business.
exactly.
Business moves by their own
and
rules.
and exactly that is why they opened the kirana shop, because they wanted to live by their own rules, in which they have the right. And if they're gonna follow us, they're like, I'm not gonna do it because mera dukan, mera danda, mera galla. And again, as you said, in centralized system there's one authority. They follow one thing, one person, or not one person, or it's like accountability is there for, you can held someone accountable. And if it's gonna go bad, the decision is bad, it's gonna go bad. And if it's gonna go good, it will go good. But in the system like that, where there is no central thing, there's never going to be, things are never going to be good. They're gonna go bad but never good, because they're not gonna follow a same protocol, same rule.
Exactly.
So yeah, so it's a very good system, geo system. They are following between dark stores and bright stores, the combination of that, best of both world. In
See
Jao you
the
can buy from that store, you can order from that store. So I think we are out for that reason.
See, at the end,
Out.
saying terms like dark store or bright store, it's all a whole lot of apology, right? And being the kind of personalities we are, we can directly see through apology that where is yapping and where is real data. And if you read their
Hmm.
websites, it's a lot of yapping. We also yap a lot about our stuff. It won't work. I feel it won't work. I don't want some entrepreneur to fail, but I feel it won't work, and that is the reason we are out. We are saying goodbye to this
Exactly.
idea of ours which was so near to our heart for 2 3 years, maybe more, we don't even know. It was so close to us because
That was our central
whenever
idea. That was
whenever
our main idea.
we were thinking about building something, we came back to this and always thought, yeah, we can easily make some impact in the world by building this. But building the biggest thing about building a business is you have to make money. And with the emergence of this geomart, it's getting next to impossible to make money.
And
Maybe
it was already
Ambani,
hard making money
yeah, it was already hard
in
making money in
that
quick
model.
commerce. Ambani ji can
And
easily help these
yeah,
people. These Ambani can easily help these shopkeepers too. He can partner with the stores and provide regional items to the regional public. Understand? He can do that. He can buy in the bulk from local shopkeepers like Pahadi Nun. If you know, it is Pahadi salt that is famous. He can partner. We can also partner, but we don't have the big Reliance backing us. They do. They are the Reliance. I'm not fearing them,
so yeah,
but I know where to fight and where not to fight. And punching up is one thing, and punching up against $100 billion empire which can burn money forever without even getting a dent is another
yeah.
thing.
This this would have been a good idea if we implemented 2 years back, because there would
Yeah,
have been a chance that Reliance would buy it. Okay,
yeah,
exit thing.
hmm,
Okay, but now because they're already doing it, they're just not one thing. Maybe ठीक है, we can be like, okay, we are like, ये बहुत बड़ा giant है, we should be away. It's not just one giant. Flipkart is there, Blinkit is there, and like we can say that they're a bit different, but to customer it's all the same. कहाँ से आ रहा है सामान, as we used to talk, उसको क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है कहाँ सामान आ रहा है. For customer
hmm,
it's just the same thing. So Blinkit, Zepto, Instamart, um, that Flipkart come in it. I think Amazon will come up with something like that, and this GeoMart, and it's Kirana Pro. We don't even talk about that, but these all are like there. Like I think six we talked, and I think we saw an article in South, a quick commerce company, like raised funds, which were like, how is that happening? I think we talked about it.
yeah, 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 I
Okay, so
understand that.
there are multiple, and if you read about it, there are multiple people coming with quick commerce business. They're jumping in. So,
Hmm.
and people are raising money because it's new idea, and you say why? And I think investors are investing because they want to in. Like they're like, okay, I'm gonna bet. Maybe I'll lose money, but if I win, I'm gonna be very filthy rich. Okay. So
Yes.
the thing is, market is not just with big player with big giants, but small people. Like it's so competitive, and so we are like, it's better to like just step back and accept things, and maybe it will help us to move on to new ideas. Like, okay, we accepted that this was a good idea, it has a good run, we had a good thought process, we did not implement it, we found a lot of loopholes in it, but maybe accepting that it has time has come, we will move on to new idea, and maybe we can move further and maybe collaborate next time.
Hmm. One thing Peter Thiel famously said, that avoid competition and go for monopoly. And here, to be a monopoly, you have to compete against the whole system. The ones who are building the
Exactly.
system are the ones who are governing the system. And you cannot compete right now. You cannot. It's not
You
that we cannot compete. It's just point blank foolish now
exactly.
to fight
Well,
because
let's
they don't even have to borrow money from someone because they are the ones who provide money.
exactly.
This is our
Yeah,
bye
and
bye to our baby idea,
again, yeah,
which we not never
exactly.
properly
The,
executed. One thing I would like to say before ending all this is we met an entrepreneur. I don't know if I have this discussed or not
recorded.
because recorded or
Okay.
not. That's the right term, right? We met an entrepreneur. We talked about our idea, and he told us that Geo is trying this through WhatsApp. And I was like,
uh,
this doesn't make any sense. But in one way or another, it it hindered our confidence to execute this idea further.
yes,
That's why I will say, even if the
exactly.
person is from the industry you are going for, take it their opinion with a pinch of salt and not let them mess your head. Because if we would have worked in September 2022, if we would have worked on that idea, maybe maybe we would have failed, but with a bit more experience of working a company than what we have now. We don't have an experience too much right now. We
And one more thing,
we never executed
that
it
person
properly.
was not exactly from the industry,
Yeah,
when
yeah, yeah.
we
He was just an
industry we
entrepreneur
wanted to be in.
who
He was just an
who
entrepreneur,
yeah,
and
who has no idea of supply chain. And we are not blaming
exactly,
him anything because he
exactly.
talked from his experience.
And yeah, we
And
asked his views. We
he
didn't
tell
ask
us.
his views, but we told something. He told his views, and that every person has right to. The problem is he was for us in higher pedestal because he had made it, and we looked up to him in because he was an entrepreneur. So we took his word very seriously. And one more thing, the thing is, people are gonna say a lot of things about many things, and in probably any idea that you think might not work, but it's just you have to take bet.
Absolutely. And
It's about taking bet.
I would like to, you know, enough of the discussion of the idea. I would like to compliment you two brothers. You were very uh, significant part of this movement of ours. We
Exactly.
you helped me brainstorm a lot around it. We tried a lot of things, although we never
And
fully executed. But I would say that
we
that
took
you
some
had,
steps.
yeah, we definitely took some steps. We did all the research around it. It's not like we didn't research. We researched,
Uh,
but one screw, one gear which we both lack is the gear of execution, rapid execution, to be honest. Because we
and
were always we because we are so 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 we want to be so precise and so accurate with our moves that we wait for the perfect moment to execute something. Like we should
and
wait and think and we will execute. We should wait and
and
think
we,
and then we will
yeah,
execute.
we will
This is
be the
this is
best, has
yeah.
have the best strategy, have be
We try
precise.
to get 1 point damage. Like we try to get that one move which will damage 100%, which never works, to be honest. Because
Hmm,
all the famous entrepreneurs have tried their things for thousands of time, then they get successful. And we were here thinking that we will
exactly.
be one punch man. Yes, we will just kill
And
everything through a
we
single move.
criticize ourselves a lot, our
Yeah, yeah,
idea
yeah. This is
a
what
lot more
happens
than we should have.
when you are
Think a
in your
lot.
mind more than in your actions.
Exactly, and
We are overly
we thought
critical.
that our research and our thought process is like the ultimate goal. We are the messiah. We think it's not gonna work, so it might not work. And
Yeah.
sometimes we have to just take a step back. Let's see, maybe we're not that smart. Maybe this idea is better than what we thought, and be less critical, and let not get into nitty gritty details because that's the work of some sort of domain experts. And one more thing, should we have collaborated with more people and more domain experts? Yes, that's the one thing we should have done, and that would have saved us because I don't think so we can help ourselves a lot being criticizing the idea, or because that's just in us. Maybe
Mhm.
working with people would have helped us, and they would be like, okay, you're thinking this is how it can be done. I'm like, okay, so that guy knows that stuff, and collaboration is the key for us. We are good collaborator, but we did not collaborate. I
Well,
think that is the only thing we lacked if
we
if
are
we think about.
yes, yes, yes. We are overly theoretical and underly experimental. So this
Hmm.
is where we. This is what um hinders our growth in almost every aspect if
Okay.
you think deeply. And this was one of the big lessons of this building
Hmm.
this company, which never got built.
But it was not exactly waste of time, and
No,
I
no, it
think
is
it was
not
a
a waste
good
of time.
run.
Yeah, yeah,
It was good run.
we definitely
We
came
know
to
quick
know about
commerce.
a lot of things.
We
Yeah,
know
yeah,
quick
yeah.
commerce a bit more better, and
One
yeah,
thing you
we
can say is we
understand
know
this
how to
business
research about stuff. We know how to
exactly.
because we can foresee things happening if it is the right word.
Oh, and let's I think let's spin it 100% to the positive direction. The thing is, what we did good is we came up with the right questions, we criticized our idea, we criticized our idea, but I think we criticize it to the good extent, because if we see, we think this idea is not work. Kirana Pro is doing what we wanted to do, a bit
Yeah,
different, but I think they are doing, like, they are overlapping our idea, and we think this is not going to work.
exactly.
And and let's see, after some time, maybe 6 months or a year, if this works or not, we'll keep this in our radar. And if it works, we'll know, okay, we were wrong, and our thought process, the questions and the criticism that we had might be wrong, and we might work on it. But I
Hmm.
think we are pretty right, and it was a pretty good move, a smart move, to be honest, to not go along with it now. And
Exactly.
if you see the thought process we had in 2022 or start of 23, it was a bit different, because we were not that, mature about the business and everything. And
Hmm.
the ideas we are having now are very legitimate, or very, what to say, genuine. But the thing is, it's late.
Yeah. One thing you will also I would like to point out is, while this idea was passively active in our heads, we also, majorly we also delve into machine learning and stuff a bit. And then we thought about a feature that we can easily figure out the stock problem just by capturing the picture of the stock wherever they will write.
Exactly.
What OCR,
And
optical character reading, and we will implement that and
hmm,
that. But there's no point of implementing this now, because we know why we think it will not work. And since we don't have conviction over it now, it's better to put ourselves down. But
not not do
all I,
not do something which we don't
yeah,
have,
yeah,
like we are 100%
like
error.
going 3 4 months into it, then coming back to this conclusion again is just futile. When you have to have
Yeah.
that blind confidence that this will work, and we know why this won't work. At least we think why this won't work, and we just happily say
And
goodbye
if you see one,
and lay it to
yeah,
rest.
this is this is goodbye to that idea as well. And I
Exactly.
think this is officially last thing we're gonna say. We're gonna talk about it, but recording, I think we this is last thing, is like, that was a good idea, that was a good run. It was in our mind for a very long time. We learned how to think, and in the, like, right process, criticize ourselves.
Mhm.
May it was bad, but I think in a good way. We know where, like, people lack, how we did not know how to make money, the business model. We know what we wanted to solve and how we are going to solve it, but the business model, how you're going to contribute financially to you and me, you know.
Exactly.
So we were lacking that a bit. We do not have idea about, how the delivery network works, and how the logistics, or what do you say, the supply chain works. Maybe we had the knowledge about that, maybe it would have been a better, maybe we can
Hmm.
learn about that better when we are going to, now we know the subjects we can, specifically target and a lot. But I think I'm pretty proud of it, I'm pretty happy, because if you tell this idea to someone, they'll be like, oh shit, that's a good idea.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
That might be a good idea, but only we know why it's not, it's not implementable, at least now, and at least for us. and
yeah.
let's and let's not waste our time in doing that. And
Exactly.
I think it's a pretty good balanced approach, because we have our things in life, we have our problems in life, and maybe, let's try to solve those first, maybe. And maybe do something which we are like, okay, this is going to work, and then have that conviction, because our conviction is very important. If we don't have conviction, we will not do anything.
What happened? I do have internet. Um, Ashu's video is not working. I think he's having some internet issues over there. Yeah, I think his phone switched off or something like that.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
Ashu is
yeah, yeah.
back.
So
The video
so
is
I
not
think you heard
working
everything.
right now.
So it's fine, but I think you heard everything. So
Yes, yes,
this
yes.
is an official goodbye to buy at Homecast.
Hmm.
And yes, it's gonna always stay there as a
Well,
remembrance that what we spent our time on.
well, this was the 10 you fumbled back then, and now let her go. That's what I will say. There are some tens
Exactly.
which you fumble once in your life, and we fumble this, and we'll just let her go.
Exactly.
So shall we
Yeah. So रिकॉर्डिंग तो बंद कर ले, बट व्हाट आई एम सेइंग इज कि मैं क्या यार शिट मेरे को कुछ बोलना था इसके अराउंड।
let it get recorded because it's not
हाँ,
like
हाँ ना। सो
we'll cut
हाँ
it.
वो तो ठीक है। हम ना, हाँ ना, या मे बी वी हैव टू वर्क बाकी चीज़ों में अभी ना, लेट्स गेट एम्प्लॉयड और वो, मे बी इट्स दैट। एंड इट्स गुड क्योंकि अब हम दूसरा आइडिया में काम कर सकते हैं। वी नो दैट वी हैव क्रिटिसाइज। हाँ एक और चीज़, हाँ जो मैं कहना चाहता हूँ, सी वी वर्कड ऑन इट, हम थोड़ा हताश हुए, फिर अगेन वेंट बैक टू इट, फिर हमने कहा शिट हाउ आर वी गोना डू दैट। फिर अगेन रिसेंटली वी हैड अ बिट मोर इनसाइट्स कि भाई ये कैसे इम्प्लीमेंट हो सकता है, या बट अगेन वी आर लाइक ओ नो, इज इट गोना वर्क। सो मे बी साइन कि भाई बहुत हो गया, मतलब वी ट्राइड अ लॉट, वी
Yes, yes,
ट्राइड कमिंग
yes.
बैक टू इट, नहीं हो रहा है मतलब, इट्स
नहीं
इट्स
हो रहा
इनफ
है.
कि भाई तुम नहीं करो, मतलब दैट इज बेवकूफ़ी नहीं होती भाई, तुम दीपांशु वाला सीन है कि भाई लड़की छोड़।
Hmm.
बट या, so you're going behind someone and like something and some idea and like you know it's not gonna work, so why would you let get it go।
We
और अब दूसरी चीज में काम कर लेंगे। हम ये नहीं सोचेंगे ना कि भाई हाँ अबे वो वाला आइडिया, कोई आर्टिकल पढ़ के भाई वो बढ़िया था यार,
Yes,
फिर हम
yes, yes,
फोमो के
yes.
कारण उसी में वापस जा रहे हैं।
We
और
need to
अगेन
we need
जैसे
to
कि,
learn how to let things go. Okay, and by
हाँ,
while this see this journey had a lot of learning, and while ending this
हम्म,
journey, it will also it will also be a beginning of a new learning, which is to let it go. You know, we have to
हम्म,
learn how to let this go because this is something which we come back again and again and again, but
हम्म।
we have to. We are failing to let it
let's
happen. We have to
let's
let it go.
break this toxic relationship।
Yes, like it's not working. You have to
It's
break
not
up.
working, and again like now I can we can be sure that we have thought enough, we have put enough time, and we have researched enough, we have insight enough, and we believe, I think we both believe it's hard to pull off this idea, very hard,
It's
at least the process, the implementation which we were thinking, especially after coming of Geo,
yeah,
ठीक है,
yeah.
it's very hard,
If you can give
ठीक
us
है,
unlimited capital, then we can pull it off.
maybe,
It's
but
impossible
yeah,
to make
and
money from it. We have to burn
yes, that's what I think,
all the time.
and I think let's back behind that idea, and why I wanted to back behind that idea so that we don't do not come back to this. I think
Yes.
let's put it in the past and maybe in future. एक और चीज, now you see, in 2022 we were like sort of exactly at the trend or before the trend, है ना। अब this is like अब ट्रेंड सबको पता चल चुका है, it's it's hard to pull off this idea, क्योंकि सारे player, now that jumping everybody is saying market is too tough, and making this your main thing is our real risk. So yeah, maybe let's back behind that idea, and
Um, I think
which
your
we see
network is
promise on।
having a lot of issues. Well, all I can say is that making money is
अच्छा हाँ,
impossible
कहाँ पे
from
हो
it
गए?
now. Um, we can still, you can
हम्म,
make this company. You can make this company, but you cannot make money from it. Why? You will just how will you get? Well, let me give you an example. You can just give 1,000 rupees at every order, and people will jump to your app.
me,
Okay, people will jump aggressively to your app,
हाँ,
but this doesn't makes it profitable. Making it profitable is now impossible. Okay, and we don't want to stick to this anymore. We want to have other experiences in our life. We want to build something. We will build something, but not this. That's it for it. We viscerally understand
make
that
it profitable.
making it profitable is not possible now. We know that for a fact now. So yeah, that's that. And bye bye.
Yes, And also, or betting on this idea is like betting on lot of uncertain things, and this is why. Or I think अब हम we can move on, कोई और idea
Yeah,
अच्छा
yeah,
नहीं
sure,
लग,
sure,
like
bro.
okay, this is
Well,
something.
well, this will also free up the space in our mind to explore or to
हाँ.
find more ideas, because after the emergence of this
हाँ.
idea, this particular one, we never really got new interesting ideas because we thought that we have the one, we never really
Hmm.
went and looked for other possibilities around us. We
Exactly.
and and we even forgot how to look for possibilities, so it's time to learn things
Like,
again, and a new learning
let's
curve, a
let's
new
yeah,
opportunity for us to get
let's do
successful.
one thing, like if find something new, if we can find, try to implement it
Yeah,
थोड़ा
yeah,
fast, है ना.
implementation and
ठीक
execution
है.
is what we should focus
है
now
ना. थोड़ा
instead
do it
of
थोड़ा fast, है ना. And let's
overly
let
critical.
it be fail if it's gonna fail, not
Hmm.
worry कि भाई क्या होगा. Let it fail if it fails, है ना. And be bit more positive about things. और हम ये तो करेंगे obviously, we can just do on जो criticism or like thinking about idea, oh this is how it can
Hmm.
work and it should not work, and oh wow, like this app is like I think इसमें ये दिक्कत है वो दिक्कत है, and we can do that and upload. Maybe it won't work. We
Hmm.
don't want, like we don't want anything, we're just gonna talk, which we do जो हम करते ही हैं, and we're just gonna upload, and we're gonna do just Google Meet में, so that ऐसा भी ना कि भाई ये करना पड़ रहा है वो करना पड़ रहा है.
Exactly,
Very easy
exactly.
shit.
So, bro,
That's it. No,
I
no
think
heavy editing. Easy.
I think we should
This is
now
enough.
get this over,
Yeah.
like disconnect all this, okay? Because I have
Okay.
to go
So
somewhere. I have
yeah.
to take a bath. I have to eat food.
Bye bye.
Bye, bye, bro.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Bye, 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 bye
Bye, bro. See you.
to our first child. You know,
Bye
bye,
at
bye.
Homecast is
Officially
now sleep
off.
on sleep
Yes,
off.
not
Never
sleep.
going to be on.
It's
Where I'm
it's
using better
unalive.
things.
It's unalive.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
bro. Bye,
yeah.
bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, bye, bye.
Bye.